every single thing.
Would you like to supersize that?
Have you seen me? Of course
If you
I
guys
do.
can't tell, we are live from Mobile Tech Expo. Yes, we are
Absolutely
live.
live.
I hit the
So
live
this
button,
one you're gonna have to be
and
about 6
it's
inches away.
super fun. So, as you guys know, I'm Jody. That's
What's his
who are
name,
you?
Rod?
And we have like the premier lady in detailing. Plus, she's probably the nicest lady I've ever met, other than my wife. Except she's a little bit more low key than my wife. My wife's all fire and vinegar, and you're, just. So welcome.
She has a lot more energy than myself.
She has to put up with you. I mean, she has to put up with Jody for crying out loud.
So if you guys don't know, this is Sydni Brae Gwinn. She is a P&S Detail Products Ambassador, co-hosts Bead Maker with Kyle every Monday,
and
right?
now I see you on the For Real channel.
Was I on the For Real channel?
You were like doing a promo for Real. He's got you in a video.
Yeah, nice.
Hair removal.
That was a couple years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love the For Real.
So what's pretty fun is you and I, before I go over here, we were talking about just how Mobile Tech Expo is really an opportunity for people to connect.
Yeah.
And so I think that look at people and they're like, it's like old family, old buddies, and it's super fun.
Yep. Well, and this is kind of the biggest industry event kind of. I mean, there's been others that have been, medium, but this is the most people I've seen.
It's packed.
Yeah, since we were here 2 years ago, right? And so it's great. It's just
of
old friends.
And I was looking, I was listening to Juan from the Rag Company. He was doing his little Spanish presentation on why you should be at Mobile Tech Expo, and he's walking around yesterday and he's going from class to class, and he's guys, you got to get here next year. Because of all the classes, all the education for business and marketing. And I looked at it this morning, and there's over 80 classes.
There's some there's some today.
Oh,
I think this is the first year they've ever done education on Saturday, but
they had so many,
they opened it up on Saturday, and I think that that's going to enhance this as well, because maybe if you repeat some of the really most popular ones, then you can go Friday or Saturday, and then
and I don't know if you guys were in Rennie's talk yesterday, but he asked the question, who here is their first time at MTE, and over half the room raised their hands.
I know.
That was shocking. That was awesome. So
so you guys have a lot of things from the P&S Detail Products perspective, as far as training events this year. So
we have our training centers back open. So we have a new training center that was built. We kind of expanded the warehouse area. So we have a new training center that's open. So we run a 2-day training every month. Day one is just, detailing skills. And then day 2 is the ceramic certification program, which is awesome. So that happens with our training director, Prentice St. Clair. So he does that every month. And ever since we opened that program back up, it's been booked out for months at a time, which is so great. And then we've been, one of our biggest focuses for this year for P&S is education. So we'll be traveling around a lot, doing lots of, IDA stuff, lots of certifications, training, Extreme 1 days with Rennie. Lots going on.
And I think that's really big. It's like Rod and I are, like I was telling you, Rod and I are planning on traveling all over the nation this year, just really because we see the value of training. But what's interesting to me is how much more of an emphasis there is on actually business training.
This is the first year where we've done a business class. I mean, in the past, literally, 8-10 years ago, we would literally have to mask the name of the presentation around something automotive to get people to come in and listen to a business conversation. And now it's the opposite. You put out there, hey, we're going to have some business topics. Ours yesterday was, the 3 things you can do to your business right now to make an impact. And it was literally 60 people in the room. So I think people are open to those business conversations. We've had a really good series going on with Prentice on our podcast. And I think that's what people are about. It's like, people are interested in like your business and how you run it, and it's so unique that they're not going to copy that, but they can take the bits out of it that work for you and make it happen.
Yeah, and I gave a presentation yesterday, and that was my message, is like, I'm going to tell you everything I did, because mine was unconventional business in a conventional industry, and I did everything directly the opposite of the way most people do. And while everything that I did, somebody else may not be able to replicate, but they could take little nuggets of information and kind of twist it to their scenario and make it work for them. So yeah, it's amazing. You just never stop learning. So,
yeah, you need to turn up the
No,
feed on just a little bit.
she just got to go
good?
closer. Yeah,
So
it's all
that's
good.
the thing, is those nuggets, and especially with yours, because let's talk about your shop a little bit, because it's very unique in that, first off, your shop is beautiful, which I think really enhances your whole business. Your shop looks really good. The floor looks good. The products are all in a straight line. You know, you have your dirty rag separated from your clean rag. I mean, everything's set up nice. But then at the same time, you've got a very loyal clientele in your area. So how what have you done that you can identify, set up that kind of loyalty program?
You know, honestly, I think the number one thing is the education. I really do. So I spend a lot of time educating with my customers, and just, you know, creating that experience for them. So the look of my shop, you know, they pull up to the door and I open the garage door. It looks like a regular house, and they pull up to the garage door. It starts from the experience right there. And even those that have been there before, it's still like, you know, it's always kind of shocking. It's even shocking for myself when I come home every day. And so, but then I really focus on the education. We talk about, you know, what state their car's in that day, what is going to be possible that day, what's possible in the future. And so just a lot of those customers have stuck with me, you know, the entire time I've been in business. I have a very high retention rate. And, you know, honestly, it makes my life easy, because, you know, then I'm just maintaining their cars. And so I just spend a lot of time on education, and then just that personal feel, the personal touch. And
yeah, and that's,
it's been really,
you know, when I
me.
saw that, really, and we've been there, you know, a handful of times, but when I saw it was, you've got a client that has an older BMW. He's very, very proud of his older BMW. And you were very good at educating him as to the condition of the paint that was on the car.
Yes.
Because it's very, very shiny.
Yeah.
And he had some previous work done by another company.
Yes.
But even we noticed there's some spots where they've burned through the clear, and it's definitely a repaint. You can see where there's a tape line. And I think part of it was a very gentle nature in explaining to him that this was not the perfect paint job, and we're going to maintain it and preserve what you have, as opposed to the, I think, some people could be a lot harsher and be like, dude, this is a repaint. And that wasn't what happened. So I appreciate that part of it, because I think as a car owner, you know, myself that has cars that I'm very proud of, they have issues, right? So just all things being told, I took my new Porsche to Sydney's house to have her take a look at it. I was like, there's something on the top, and it's new to me. It's older than crap, but you know, what do I do at this top? And so I think your opinion matters to people because of your knowledge, and also it's the delivery, right?
Yep. Yeah, the delivery, and, you know, not making them feel bad about it. You know, so we just say, here's where we're at, here's where we can be, here's what we should look for next time.
Next time.
Next time. But I use the phrase, you know, we can freeze time, you know, with proper care. So here's where we're at right now, but at least we can freeze time on this. You know, we might be able to get some years back through some spa treatments, but for the most part, we're just going to freeze time. And, you know, I speak in terms that they can understand and relate to maybe themselves or their own lives or their home or whatever. So, you know, I try to be on their level.
Yeah.
And,
No, that's good.
So let's switch and talk about some of the work you do at the rag company, because you're there like, I don't know, probably 3 days a week. Just kidding, but literally there all the time. So, and that's part of your, as the P&S brand ambassador.
So I do a lot of videos down at the rag company. Plus those guys are just, you know, such great friends. They're, you know, a big part of my story. You know, how I got connected with them, and just, you know, Levi is a huge mentor to me, and I just adore all of them. So, you know, it was just great when I got on with P&S that, you know, they were so in tight with the rag company too. So I get to film down there a lot. We started filming in my shop this week. So how those videos come out. Now that we got the nice floor and lighting, we can shoot some films in there. So, but those guys are great, and it's great that we have so many people in Boise. Boise is a cool town, right?
It's absolutely. So you ought to come to Boise.
It's a great place to be. Yeah.
So, well, we want to be respectful of you, because we know that you have heavy demands in the P&S detail booth, and you're like a popular speaker. So
that's right.
But
Bob's
anyway,
like, hey.
Well, guys, if you're here at Mobile Tech Expo, swing by, go meet Sydney. I mean, she is a wealth of knowledge and a great person, and we will check you guys in about 45 minutes with another guest at Mobile Tech Expo.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely.
See ya.
All right. It's funny. Ian just called me and I ended, and then he walked by. So
Yeah.
he must have found
He's
me.
like,
he was probably like, "Where are you?"
It's like, where are you? We're
So I
done.
was probably supposed to tell him I was coming over because he's
Yeah.
supposed to